Welcome to Message Crawler Video Manual. In this chapter, we're going to talk about cloud tools that are built into Message Crawler, starting from version 3.0. Now, in this chapter, we're not going to have a demonstration of the software. We're simply going to talk about different tools and features that are currently offered in Message Crawler. If you're looking for a demo of a particular tool, look for a chapter that talks about that tool specifically. Here, we're going to talk in general about cloud tools. So the first thing we need to address about cloud features is they are not included in purchase price of Message Crawler. These features are offered through Amazon Web Services, and Amazon needs to get paid whenever somebody uses their services to either perform document translation, image identification, or other things we're going to talk about in this chapter. So there are two ways that you can pay for use of these cloud services. One is you can purchase something that I call cloud credits. You can purchase a pack of credits that you can apply towards using specific tool inside Message Crawler, and you will use up those credits to do your document processing. The other way is you can purchase a cloud license, which will allow you to use your own AWS credentials to connect and pay Amazon directly. Now, the pro and cons of this is if you purchase cloud credits, it's easier. You make a purchase on my website, then the credits will show up inside Message Crawler. You use them when you need to, and you pass on the price of them to your client. The downside of it is you will be paying a little bit more. Now, if you buy your own cloud license, you will need to create your own AWS account, and you will have to manage it, security, credentials, all those things. The benefit of it, it'll be cheaper for you per item to use your own credentials. So choice is yours, whether you want to just do it once on per project base and charge your client, and you just buy cloud credits and you don't have to worry about. And if you think you're going to be using this over and over, then you might as well go with cloud license and use your own AWS credentials. So what can I do with cloud tools inside Message Crawler? Well, as of version 3.0, there are 4 features that we can take advantage of. Translation, image label identification, face detection, and unsafe image identification. We'll talk about all 4 of them right now. And also, just because we're talking about text messages, that doesn't mean you can't load the regular DAT file and quickly translate, subjects of some foreign emails just to see what's going on there. We are talking about text messages, but this software is open to creative use. All right, first, translation. Pretty easy to understand. If you have text messages in one language, you want them in a different language. You pick your field that contains the text message. You specify your source language, destination, or you can ask Amazon to automatically try to identify a language and it will translate it for you. There are 55 languages available. There is a link on the screen with a list of languages that you can translate from and to. Next, we have image label identification. Now, what this feature will do is it will look at images and it will tell you basically what's on them. It will identify labels of what it sees in the picture. So it will say person, car, road, building. And this way you know what's on the picture without having to look at it. You can specify how many labels you want and how confident you want the system to be that it had identified those labels. So this gives you an ability to know what's on the image without looking at it, and then maybe do some kind of tally and then know how many images with certain content is in your collection. Then we have face detection. So this deals with people and faces, of course. The categories that I found most useful are age, gender, and emotions. So you know how old the person is, or the range of the age, what gender, and if they're happy, sad, and so on. There are other things you can do, like know if you have sunglasses on, or mustache, or if somebody's smiling. I'm not sure if those are as useful as the 3 that I just mentioned. Next, we have unsafe image identification. So if you're dealing with a certain case where maybe there is intellectual property theft or something like that, and you have a forensic image of somebody's phone, but it has a lot of pictures that are inappropriate, well, you may not want to just batch them out to 20 reviewers who are all sitting in the room and they have all these pictures popping up on their screen. All right, and same way you may have reviewers that are kind of sensitive to certain content. So what you can do is run your images through this unsafe image identification scan and know if there are any inappropriate images there. And this way you can identify them and suppress, so your reviewers don't have to look at them. And then if you have maybe a harassment case, then it could be the other way around. You may want to scan your collection, identify those images, and focus on them because there might be the relevant pictures to your case. Either way, you can identify inappropriate images and either focus in on them or separate them out. All right, so this is introduction to cloud tools in Message Crawler. It is available in version 3.0. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I will see you on the next chapter of Message Crawler Video Manual.